Welcome to Bible in a Year with Scott Purcell. I'm so glad you're joining me. This is a daily reading of portions of the Bible, following a plan that will include the entire Bible in a year. And now, let's open the book and begin our readings. This is the reading for day 5. If your reading is aligned with the calendar year, this is for January 5th. The Old Testament reading is from Genesis 9, verses 18 through 29, Genesis 10, and Genesis 11, verses 1 through 9. Genesis 9:18. Now the sons of Noah who came out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noah, and from these the whole earth was populated. And Noah began to be a man of the ground, and he planted a vineyard. And he drank some of the wine and became drunk, and he exposed himself in the midst of the tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and he told his two brothers outside. Then Shem and Japheth took a garment, and the two of them put it on their shoulders, and walking backward they covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were turned backward so that they did not see the nakedness of their father. Then Noah awoke from his drunkenness, and he knew what his youngest son had done to him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a slave of slaves he shall be to his brothers. Then he said, Blessed be Yahweh, the God of Shem, and let Canaan be a slave to them. May God make space for Japheth, and let him dwell in the tents of Shem, and let Canaan be a slave for him. And Noah lived 350 years after the flood, and all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. Genesis 10. These are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Children were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. From these the coastal people spread out through their lands, each according to their own language by their own families in their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, and Sabteka. And the sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush fathered Nimrod. He was the first on earth to be a mighty warrior. He was a mighty hunter before Yahweh. Therefore it was said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before Yahweh. Now, in the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Shinar. From that land he went out to Assyria, and he built Nineveh, Rehoboth-ir, Calah, Resen between Nineveh and Calah, that is the great city. And Egypt fathered Ludim, Anamim, Lehabim, Naphtuhim, Pathrusim, and Casluhim, from whom the Philistines came, and Caphtorim. Canaan fathered Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Girgashites, the Hivites, the Arkites, the Sinites, the Arvadites, the Zemarites, and the Hamathites. Afterward, the families of the Canaanites were spread abroad. And the territory of the Canaanites was from Sidon in the direction of Gerar as far as Gaza, and in the direction of Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim as far as Lasha. These are the descendants of Ham, according to their families and their languages, in their lands and in their nations. And to Shem, the father of all the children of Eber, the older brother of Japheth, children were also born. The sons of Shem, Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. And the sons of Aram, Uz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. And Arphaxad fathered Shelah, and Shelah fathered Eber, and to Eber 2 sons were born. The name of the one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided, and the name of his brother was Joktan. And Joktan fathered Almadad, Sheleph, Hazarmaveth, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Diklah, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. And their dwelling place extended from Mesha in the direction of Sephar to the hill country of the east. These are the sons of Shem, according to their families, and according to their languages, in their lands, and according to their nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah, according to their generations and in their nations. And from these the nations spread abroad on the earth after the flood. Genesis 11. Now the whole earth had one language and the same words. And as people migrated from the east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and settled there. And they said to each other, "Come, let us make bricks, and burn them thoroughly." And they had brick for stone, and they had tar for mortar. And they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city, and a tower whose top reaches to the heavens. And let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered over the face of the whole earth." Then Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower that humankind was building. And Yahweh said, "Behold, they are one people with one language, and this is only the beginning of what they will do. So now nothing that they intend to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language there, so that they will not understand each other's language." So Yahweh scattered them from there over the face of the whole earth, and they stopped building the city. Therefore its name was called Babel, for there Yahweh confused the language of the whole earth, and there Yahweh scattered them over the face of the whole earth. The New Testament reading is from Matthew 4, verses 23 through 25, and Matthew 5, verses 1 through 20. Matthew 4:23. And he went around through all of Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, and proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and every sickness among the people. And a report about him went out through Syria, and they brought to him all those who were sick with various diseases, and afflicted by torments, demon-possessed, and epileptics, and paralytics, and he healed them. And large crowds followed him from Galilee, Decapolis, Jerusalem, Judea, and from the other side of the Jordan. Matthew 5. Now when he saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he sat down, his disciples approached him. And opening his mouth, he began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, because theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the ones who mourn, because they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, because they will inherit the earth. Blessed are the ones who hunger and thirst for righteousness, because they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, because they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, because they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, because they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, because theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you, and say all kinds of evil things against you, lying on account of me. Rejoice and be glad, because your reward is great in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets before you. You are the salt of the earth. But if salt becomes tasteless, by what will it be made salty? It is good for nothing any longer except to be thrown outside and trampled underfoot by people. You are the light of the world. A city located on top of a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and place it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it shines on all those in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before people, so that they can see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. Do not think that I have come to destroy the law or the prophets. I have not come to destroy them, but to fulfill them. For truly I say to you, until heaven and earth pass away, not one tiny letter or one stroke of a letter will pass away from the law until all takes place. Therefore, whoever abolishes one of the least of these commandments and teaches people to do so will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever keeps them and teaches them, this person will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say to you that unless your righteousness greatly surpasses that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will never enter into the kingdom of heaven. The wisdom literature reading is from Psalm chapter 4, verses 1 through 8. For the music director, with stringed instruments, a psalm of David. When I call, answer me, O God of my righteousness. In trouble, deliver me. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer. O sons of man, how long will my honor be a disgrace? How long will you love vanity? How long will you seek lies? But know that Yahweh has set apart for himself the faithful one. Yahweh hears when I call to him. Be disturbed, but do not sin. Commune in your heart on your bed and be silent. Offer correct sacrifices and trust in Yahweh. Many are saying, who will show us something good? Lift up over us the light of your face, O Yahweh. You have put gladness in my heart more than when their grain and their wine abound. In peace I will lie down and sleep at once, for you alone, O Yahweh, make me dwell safely. This concludes the reading for Day 5. Thank you for listening. These daily readings are made possible by your generous support of the Global Outreach Ministry of Scott Purcell. To partner with us and enable this work and others like it, please visit huttobible.com/give and select Go Pastor Support from the fund list. You can also sign up for ministry updates at scott-purcell.epistle.org/subscribe. Both of those links can be found in the podcast description. Thank you for helping us share God's Word.